Hi everybody, welcome to another session of financial management. In the previous classes, we were discussing about the different aspects relating to financial management, its meaning, definition, nature, and different scopes of financial management, especially traditional approach, transitional approach, and modern approach. In this video, we are going to study about the different objectives of financial management. So the financial management is mainly having two different objectives, that is financial objectives and non-financial objectives. So there are various parties interested in the organization. As you know, it includes shareholders, management, workers, consumers, and society at a large. So it is required to safeguard the interest of all those parties. Hence, the objectives of financial management is also varied. The objectives of financial management we can broadly classify into two, that is financial objectives and non-financial objectives. So financial objectives or financial goals of financial management includes profit maximization, wealth maximization, and value maximization. So let us see in detail what is profit maximization. Profit maximization is generally regarded as the main objective of any business enterprise, and it is to safeguard the economic interest of the persons who are directly or indirectly concerned with the company. That is, the shareholders, creditors, employees, and others are those parties who are directly or indirectly connected to the company. So these parties, especially the shareholders, creditors, they have contributed funds with which the company is carrying on its operations. Hence, all these interested parties must get maximum profit of their contributions. But this is possible only when the company earns maximum profit. So, according to this view, the main aim of financial management is to earn maximum rate of profit on capital employed. So, that is the main objective of profit maximization. Every business organization, their primary motive will be to earn profit, and the main aim of profit maximization in case of financial management is to earn maximum rate of return on profit on capital employed. Capital employed means the amount contributed by the shareholders or creditors for carrying out the business operations. So let us see some of the advantages of profit maximization. Advantages of profit maximization include the following, that is the profit is the standard for measuring the success or efficiency of any business enterprise. Okay, and the profit is essential for survival also, as you all know. Then social welfare is achieved through profit maximization. That is, businessman, in order to fulfill their profit motive, in turn benefits the society as well. That is how the society is benefited. The businessman will be benefited, or the businessman will be getting more profit, and that profit will be utilized in the society only. So, in fact, the society will also be getting benefited. Next is maximum profit means maximum return to the shareholders fund. So the shareholders will be getting maximum returns on the fund invested. Then maximum profit enables to set aside sufficient funds for future expansions also. So the business can also further expand in the future if they are having maximum profit. Then profit attracts, it always attracts the investors to invest their savings in the securities. Okay, so these are some of the advantages of profit maximization. That is, it will increase profit. It is a standard of measuring the success or efficiency of any business enterprise. It is essential for survival of the business. So if any profit is set aside or if any sufficient fund is set aside, then the future expectation or future expansions of the business will be possible. Then it also attracts a large amount of investors to the company. So these are some of the advantages of profit maximization. Next, let us see some of the criticisms against this profit maximization. That is, the future is uncertain. We all know that we can't predict the future. Hence, the profit cannot be ascertained well in advance. So, it is impossible to maximize the profit what is unknown. So, that is when coming into reality, we doesn't know what is going to happen in the future. So we cannot maximize the future profit that is going to be getting in the future. So this is one of the disadvantage or criticism against profit maximization. Next is the decision maker may not have enough confidence in estimating the future return, so that he does not try further to maximize. So we cannot predict the future, or even if the decision maker is predicting the future or predicting the future profit of a company, he may not be having that much confidence in order to predict the future profit of a company. So he may not try to further maximize. And this approach is completely silent on the timing of profit to be maximized. This approach does not say that when to maximize the profit, or how to maximize the profit, or which time we have to maximize the profit, and all these things are completely silent. Then it leads to exploiting the workers and consumers in one way or another way. It also attracts cutthroat competition. Okay, if a firm is earning maximum profit of it, or if a firm is earning continuous profit for years, then it will attract more competitors. So they will have a cutthroat competition. Then it does not take into consider the welfare of the society. So maximum aim will be to earn the profit only, or their ultimate aim will be to earn profit only. They will not think about maximizing the they will be thinking only about maximizing the profit. They will not be thinking about the welfare of the society. So this is another one criticism regarding the profit maximization. So we were discussing about the financial objectives of financial management. It includes three objectives, that is profit maximization, value maximization, and wealth maximization. So we were discussing about profit maximization only. So profit maximization, the main aim is to give maximum rate of profit to the capital employed. And some of the advantages we were discussing, and also about the criticisms. So we will discuss about wealth maximization in the next video. Thank you for listening to me.